In Islam, the concept of sabr, patience, is not merely a passive virtue of waiting, it is an active, dynamic, and comprehensive spiritual state that is one of the most praised qualities in the Quran and the Hadith. It is considered half of faith, iman, and the key to all success in this life and the hereafter. Here is a detailed look at the immense value and meaning of sabr in Islam. 1. The meaning of sabr, more than just patience. The Arabic word sabr comes from a root meaning to restrain, or to hold back. It encompasses patience, enduring hardship, difficulty, and adversity without complaint. Perseverance, steadfastness and persistence in doing good, especially when it's difficult. Forbearance, restraining anger and responding to harm with grace. Self-discipline, exercising control over one's desires and impulses. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from trials with faith intact. 2. The status of sabr in the Quran and Hadith. The Quran and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, place an extraordinary emphasis on sabr. Divine company, indeed, Allah is with the patient. Quran 2:153. This is the ultimate assurance for a believer, that in their moment of greatest endurance, they are in the company of God Himself. A sign of true faith. And we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger and the loss of wealth and lives and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient. Quran 2:155. Sabr is the prescribed response to life's inevitable tests. A path to leadership in religion. And we made from among them leaders guiding by our command when they were patient and, when, they were certain of our signs. Quran 32:24. Sabr is a prerequisite for spiritual leadership. An unlimited reward, indeed, the patient will be given their reward without account. Quran 39:10. Their reward is so immense it cannot be measured. In the Hadith, the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, said, "No one has been given a gift better and more comprehensive than patience." Sahih al-Bukhari and Amp, Muslim. He also said, "The believer who mixes with people and endures their harm with patience has a greater reward than the believer who does not mix with people nor endure their harm." Sunan ibn Majah. 3. The three main categories of sabr. Classical Islamic scholars have categorized sabr into three main types. Sabr, ala al-tar, patience in obedience to Allah. This is the patience required to perform acts of worship consistently, even when one feels lazy or unmotivated. For example, waking up for Fajr prayer, fasting on long summer days, or giving charity when you are attached to your wealth. It is the active struggle to fulfill God's commands. Sabr and al-Masiyah, patience in avoiding disobedience to Allah. This is the patience required to restrain oneself from sin and temptation. This involves controlling one's desires, anger, tongue, from gossip and lying, and eyes, from looking at what is forbidden. It is the inner strength to say no to one's base instincts for the sake of God. Sabr, ala al-Musibah, patience in the face of adversity. This is the most commonly understood form of patience. It is the steadfastness demonstrated when faced with trials and calamities such as illness, death of a loved one, loss of wealth, or any other hardship. The key here is to respond with the phrase, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, indeed, to Allah we belong and to Him we shall return, and to have firm faith that this trial is from God and contains wisdom, even if we cannot see it. 4. The practical manifestations of sabr. A person with sabr is not passive. They remain spiritually steadfast. They do not lose their faith or question God's wisdom during a crisis. Control their tongue and actions. They avoid complaining, wailing, or saying things that are displeasing to God. Their complaint is only made to God in private prayer, dua, not as a public protest against divine decree. Seek solutions actively. Sabr does not mean inaction. If someone is ill, they practice sabr by enduring the pain with faith, while simultaneously seeking medical treatment. If they face a problem, they are patient while working diligently to solve it. Maintain hope and optimism. Their patience is rooted in the hope of God's reward and mercy, knowing that with hardship comes ease. Quran 94, 5-6. 5. The reward for the patient. The value of sabr is directly linked to its immense reward, the company of Allah, as mentioned in the Quran. Unlimited and unmeasured reward, their reward in paradise is beyond calculation. Leadership and guidance, they become beacons of guidance for others. Forgiveness and mercy, and whoever is patient and forgives indeed, that is of the matters worthy of resolve. Quran 42, 43. Success, O you who have believed, be patient, and excel in patience. Quran 3, 200. To conclude, in Islam, sabr is the bedrock of a believer's character. It is the tool that transforms trials into opportunities for spiritual elevation, sins into lessons in self-control, and acts of worship into profound connections with the divine. It is not a sign of weakness, but the ultimate strength of a soul that is anchored in the certainty of God's promise.